G'day, g'day. I hope you guys are having a good one. Sorry for the late start. Said some stuff to do. I don't know really what I want to do today. I kind of haven't done anything really. Because yeah, today was just a bit interesting. So when I went for a walk that till about 3, and then about a long time sitting up a new table in the corner. So that was a bit of a mission to get going. Anyway, what do I want to be doing? Let me bump open my stuff and we'll see. I probably won't be on for too long because I got lots of stuff to do in the weekend. Also, that also means that I'm not too sure if I'll be able to get much done in the weekend in regards to GeoGen, or even more than GeoGen. We're having a family Christmas, and apparently that's not just for a couple hours, it's like the whole afternoon, so that might be like 6 hours. I don't know, I always get very bored during those. It's always not too much fun for me, because I just, you know, if I want to talk to people, I'll talk to people for a couple hours, but anything longer than like more than an hour, kind of struggle. At least face to face while you're not doing other stuff. There's only so much I can talk about, you know. Let's see. I'm gonna start making a match. Let's fucking, I don't know. See me, my Maya's still bloody working. This might be a bit of a conundrum if not. So I almost got 300 hours in OBS. 298. I got a couple hours for some of my stuff. I'm gonna get more stuff soon, some more games. There's a new Humble Bundle, which I haven't bothered getting, but there's that, and the ZBrush, dude. I am like, I don't know, you know, I don't know. Like, I know I need it, I know I want it, it's important. I'm gonna need it regardless. There was some stuff that I wanted to talk about and I completely forgot them, but not Pixelogic Max on now owns it, and I don't know. I mean, what's it looking like? I mean, it's not gonna be on sale or anything. Ooh, it's a little bit cheaper now. I put on my details. Let's see what it's gonna be going. I mean, annually is $600. It's expensive. I mean, the VAT itself is where a lot of the money is. 1,200 I would pay for, you know, but it's a whole lot more with VAT. I could almost get away with it. I think you can. Yeah, I don't know. It's not great. The issue I have is there's people that ask, I mean, if you search up, and there's the official ZBrush Discord, Perpetual. I hate the new Discord update on mobile. It's so bad. Like, sometimes I'll be waiting like 5 minutes for it to load, and I'll just keep refreshing, you know, you close the app, you know, completely wipe it from your thing, and then open it up again, like hard open it, and it still doesn't fucking load, and it's just like, oh, dude, I have good internet. I have a pretty damn good phone. It's not the phone, it's not the internet, it's genuinely just the fucking program. I mean, yeah, this one's saying nothing, but I mean, this one's just saying that, you know, the perpetual's pretty much shitted. This one's like, are there any chances? Nobody responds. And then, yeah, I mean, I think I've talked about this. I mean, how much longer nobody responds? It's so stupid. And there's like actual people, so they're just not responding. So there's something suspicious going on. She's very annoying. Save this one. Oops. Let me go, yeah. I'm tired. I was watching some more Jujutsu Kaisen, man, it was pretty good. I forgot that was in Blender. Maya. Here's the thing. I see a lot of shit about about Blender, Maya, yada yada. I got two things I want to talk about on my mind. You know, I gotta talk about something. I got nobody here, so I might as well start just rambling. Two things. One, the new Twitch change to allow, you know, artistic nudity. I'll talk about that. My take on that. And another take on my very Blender, you know, 3ds Max, Cinema 4D, whatever. Here's the thing. It's not even a controversial take, and this is like what a lot of people tell you. I still see people saying, you know, like, what should I learn? What software should I learn? Maya, Blender. Here, okay. First things first. I'm not a professional. I'm not in the industry yet. Studying, and I've used the, you know, Blender for fucking, I mean, 2 years, since 2018, so 2.7 whatever, not, I think before 2.79, but I definitely recall using 2.79. Still some projects that I made from then. And then I have used Maya since 2021, so that's not that's interchangeable, I should say. So, while I've been using Maya, I've been using Blender, and you know, since 2021, it's been both Blender and Maya in my own free time. You know, I'm not exclusive to a single software. I think that should be the case for everybody, right? Maybe your job, you're only using one software, and that's fair enough, right? But in your personal projects, I don't think you should stick to a single software. And here's the thing: should you learn Blender? Should you use Maya? Should you learn Maya? Should you learn Cinema 4D? Should you learn 3ds Max? I think it is all dependent on where you're trying to go and what you're trying to achieve, and accessibility. Blender is far more accessible than any other DCC software. And I think it should be treated like that, right? If somebody wants to learn and wants to gain an understanding, learn Blender, right? If you know, don't have a heavy income and you just want to do it as a side hustle, right? A hobby, stuff like that. You can sell your stuff commercially. It's completely free, easily accessible. You know, it's amazing, right? What about for if you want to get into actual, you know, projects with people in the industry? It's good to have an understanding with Maya, but if you know what you're doing, it's not hard, right? Like, I can interchangeably use Blender and Maya. Sometimes I'll go into projects, like, for example, for my Rings of Power X, right? I was doing it in Blender. I was streaming myself, bringing it into Maya. I did a couple changes. Maya had its usual issues. I decided to fucking scrap using Maya because it has issues, and Maya always has issues. And I think you should be treating it like that, right? Maya has issues. If you can't achieve what you're trying to do in Maya, use Blender, right? And if you're using Blender and you're not having any issues, why switch to Maya, right? I know the restrictions of Blender, and I use Maya to get around those issues because that's just the inability of what Blender. Well, I could do it in Blender, but it'd be faster to do in Maya, and vice versa. There's some things that are significantly faster that, you know, would be so annoying and painful to do, right? And Maya compared to Blender, and I think that should be treated like that. The time it takes to import a model and start working on it in Blender, or vice versa in Maya, assuming it's going to be faster, and then the whole export process as well, just fucking swap, right? Like, don't bother. If you have both, you know, fucking Maya and Blender, spend that time, you know, import your model, then do your UVs in Maya, because your UVs will be, it's just so much faster and easier, right, to do in Maya, and vice versa. There's a lot of hard surface and good 3D stuff. In terms of the actual modeling process, it's, you know, a bit more intuitive with something's not, to do. And I think, like, I have a major issue with non-manifold geometry, even when it's not manifold. When it's manifold, but it still comes up non-manifold. Like, my thing was fundamentally fine. I found out some issues with it, but it wasn't non-manifold, right? It was just, I needed to separate some vertices. Like, you generally shouldn't do it, and the way that it would usually non-manifold, but it doesn't explain that, and it worked fine in Blender, so it was completely fine for me, and it wasn't that much of an issue. Just Maya doesn't accept non-manifold in any case, even if it's fine, right? Like, the non-manifold was just separated a little bit, and then you will, like, the baking will work better, but the baking was generally fine. It just could have been, it just had a small thing that could honestly have been ignored if I really wanted to. Weird. So, like, yeah, I think there's, depending on what you're doing, it's just, Maya has lots of issues. It'll crash, it'll just shit on you, and it's not great, but there's other things where Blender's, Maya is better, and I think, you know, the act and the thought that Blender shouldn't be used at all if you're trying to get into the industry, or, like, if you're in the industry that you shouldn't use it because it's beneath you, is completely ridiculous, and is completely up to you, right? If you are faster at Maya and achieving a result, then good on you. You just use Maya for that result. But if you learn Blender and it will make you 5 minutes faster, right? Or 10 minutes faster, or 30 minutes faster, and even an hour or so faster, you know, use Blender, right? For that specific thing, because it's just going to be a lot faster, right? Like, there's a lot of tools, right, that have direct input. For example, plasticity, right? Plasticity allows me to live link to Blender. There's no live link to Maya because Maya's so much harder to get your hands on and fucking do that sort of shit with. So, you know, if for that case, why would you use Maya when Blender's just going to be so much faster and you can utilize that? Use what's good for you, right? And if you're trying to learn, then just learn Blender because, you know, regardless of Maya and Blender and most of these DCC softwares, you're still going to be using fucking quads, tries, you know, verts, fucking all this sort of shit. It's all the same, ingons, right? 1,000 tries in Maya is the same as 1,000 tries in Blender, right? If you know what you're trying to do and you know what's like up, right, and you know the basics of everything and you know what is required, it's going to be the same regardless. So I don't see why everybody stresses so much about it. Like, people saying don't use Blender when trying to get into the industry. Why? Industry's starting to adapt Blender, and as well as that, just because you don't use Maya for your personal projects doesn't mean you can't use Maya. It's still the same. It's just having to learn the workflow, having to learn the things. But I mean, if you know what you're doing, it's only going to take you like a week to learn Maya, and you're going to be fucking set, right? There may be some things that you're still better in Blender with. That's the case. But that's generally because there's some things that Blender can do that Maya can't do. So next thing that I wanted to talk about, I mean, yeah, TLDR. There's people that say don't use Blender because Blender's not industry. Shut the fuck up. That's stupid advice. And just, I mean, it's not true, but it's not a reason to not use it. Yeah. Now on to my thoughts on left. Seems like Amy's not good. If it's bad, then I might end stream early to chat with her. Yes, so onto my conversation. Kind of looks like furry. Looks like furry. Looks furry. Right, they changed it because you used to do that and it would create an image plane, but I hate that they changed that. Let's create free image plane. Oops. Scrap that. It's really annoying. So yeah. Long story short. Long story short, Twitch now has a new thing where it, you're allowed to do artistic nudity. Right? Like, I'm not gonna search it up. Let's see. I'm gonna bring it up actually, but not. I'm not gonna bring up any weird shit. So don't get too excited. Um, um, let's see. December 14th, this sounds right. Updating our approach to sexual content classification labels. Now, okay, first preface, I don't use Twitch anymore, okay? So if you think that this is all like bias or, you know, I have pre-desired, I guess, wants, no, right? A, I don't watch live streams on Twitch. B, okay, I don't stream on Twitch anymore and I stopped a year ago, right? I want to preface that. So, whatever these changes are, this doesn't impact me. I could not care less, but these are my thoughts because I see a lot of people with really weird, you know, opinions on Twitter, of course, but also on Reddit and all these other chat rooms, right? So I just want to preface my thoughts and, oops, sorry, pardon me, and why I believe people are a little bit stupid. Let's see. So this kind of started where a couple of ladies on Twitch were effectively streaming their tits, right? Without the nipples, it was just their tits, and they get banned, and then that was, I think, the prequel to this, right? Because after, like, very shortly after, we're talking like maybe a day or so after that, after a couple ladies started doing that and got banned for it, this came out. So I would assume that's what starts. So streamlined sexual content policy, because at the start it's a little bit wavy. So first thing we want to preface that it's Twitch is 13 plus, right? So that's the preface we're gonna start with. I'm just gonna was this right? Okay, here we go. So what is changing? Content that is deliberately highlighting, you know, the no-no regions, even when fully clothed. Previously prohibited, but is now allowed. I disagree with that. The general allowed with label, I disagree with that. First off, I didn't know that. I'm gonna be honest. So some of this I'm coming in, yeah, some of this I am coming into not knowing. First thing, this. I completely disagree with this, okay? I disagree that that should be allowed because you are effectively... Some cases it's fine, right? There are always going to be cases where some things are fine, but I completely disagree with this because it's like, if I, you know, have this going down and I you know, I'm wearing like a bikini, right? And I got, you know, chonka-lonkers. I don't see how that, like, you're obviously, like, the premise of your stream is showing your honkadonkers, right? Bra or fucking togs or whatever you're wearing, right? Aside, no, dude. What? Let's be honest. You're not, you know, you run into an issue with that, you get banned, just like, I got banned because I was showing my effective tits on stream? How? That's stupid, right? Like, you know what you're doing, okay? As a streamer, you're not a fucking moron, right? Oh, shut my door. Now, okay, there was a case back in when I was streaming a while ago. I was playing The Witcher, right? And I was playing The Witcher 2, and it was a cutscene, and then Milady Yennefer's tits came out, right? It was all drawn and everything as well, so it was fine. But her tits were hanging out, right? I don't see that much of an issue with that. I'll get into this, but I didn't know that was gonna happen. Quickly, as soon as I saw it, it was like black screen, right? I hit it, right? So you guys didn't see. But that was a bit of a jump scare for me. So that's fine, right? If something random happens and it's a complete accident, then that, But if I'm openly, like, for like multiple minutes or like hours or whatever, for the whole stream even, it's just showing tits, right? Why? There's sites explicitly for that. The only reason you're doing that is because you want people's money, because generally you're not allowed tits on stream, right? I don't see the reason. I don't think that's right, okay? I think case by case basis, right? Let's say I'm moving the camera, I accidentally show a bit too much chest, but it's still fine. Who gives a shit, right? If I have it like this and I'm just wearing bikinis and it's like, bikini stream today, guys, I don't agree with that, right? I'm not listening. If I wanted to, I could be wearing Speedos for every stream. I don't do that because A, I don't want to, and B, I think that's like fucking horseshit, right? Nobody wants that, okay? That's bullshit, okay? So, I have, personal, I have morals here, okay? And I'm not gonna sell out and, show my fucking shit, right? So I disagree with this. Yeah, with female presenting streamers being disproportionately penalized, I agree that there were some instances where it was on accident, but if you look at the vast majority of these cases, it was ladies with their fucking tits out, right? For a long time, and it was purposeful. Like, you had two streamers, I only saw 2 cases, but then probably more cases. I don't watch streams, right? So these were just clips, right? And they were not wearing a top, and it was all, and we're talking like millimeters to the whoa, right? You don't accidentally just start stream and have it showing your fucking tits, right? I mean, we could go into the whole debate of, do we agree or disagree with the whole, should it be looked down upon of, ladies without tops. I don't think necessarily that's too, I don't think so. I think socially it's just a social construct. I don't think there's really generally that much of an issue. But because socially it is an issue, I think, it's become an issue because of, social acceptance. And due to that, I don't, how do I put it? It's like if you've got a very tasty cookie, right? Or Coca-Cola, right? A lot of people like Coca-Cola. And then one day they completely restrict Coca-Cola to like 1% of its actual thing. It doesn't mean Coca-Cola is going to be any better or anything worse, but the general want for Coca-Cola is going to outweigh the amount of Coca-Cola, and there's going to be issues due to that, right? There's going to be more want for Coca-Cola, and so people are going to be more desperate, they'll be willing to pay more, and there's going to be a bit more stuff like that, right? I don't necessarily think ladies without tops is necessarily bad, but the fact that it is socially unacceptable, now it's looked upon as an overly bad issue, right? And that it's like this no-no, whereas, I mean, you go back in the caveman times, nobody fucking gave a shit, right? Nobody really found it a no-no, it was no fucking bad thing because of that. But that's, like, my own opinion, right? I mean, who the fuck would go? I don't go walk around with without a top just because I legally can, right? Because that's uncomfortable, and I wear it for like protection from the sun, and I wear it for protection from being scratched, like my skin. And I think that regardless of whether things was legal or not, I think that would still be the case. But I don't think that necessarily it's the greatest thing. It just causes more chances to get charged with fucking stupid shit. And I disagree on that regard. But regardless of my opinions, I don't know if that's controversial or not. And hey, maybe I am in the wrong opinion, and I am looking at it from the wrong point of view, and there's points of views that I haven't looked at things, and I'm completely willing to have different opinions in that regard. But from, a 5-minute fucking thought, that would be, my opinion, without putting too much thought into it, then hey, I'm okay to be wrong in that regard. And maybe that's a weird opinion, I don't know, but I just think that some things are issues because they're made issues, But regardless, right? I don't think, because socially that's unacceptable, I don't think that that should necessarily be a thing. Because of that, people are willing to, I guess, put more effort into finding things that are generally more inaccessible, right? If there's 5 people on Twitch streaming inappropriate things, the chances are those are going to have more chances of having higher viewage because people are seeing what is generally unseen. And you could argue, well, now that anybody can do it, it's less of an issue, but the inherent issue is, more attention is going to be drawn to that, and so why not do that when there's more attention being drawn to that? And then because now everybody's trying to go into that meta, because it creates a meta, everybody's going to be streaming pretty inappropriate shit, and it's just going to over-enhance the issue. Which is why I think that's wrong. But I didn't know that they changed that, so that's my thoughts on, like, a fucking... I don't know, without any prior research. I could be misunderstanding what this is saying, but I only just read this now. So this one I did know about. I believe this is just artistical nudity, right? So you're drawing naked people, right? This could be, for example, drawing the human body, right? And you're doing like drawing the anatomy of a human, right? I think this is long needed to be here, right? I think restricting what you can draw in terms of art is a bit stupid. It's art. It's not made for, thing. There is a different case, right? If I go get my, I don't know, if I, do something inappropriate, like, I don't know, let's say, I don't know, but, I don't want to have that much of a controversial take here, but if I'm doing stuff explicitly to draw attention, I think that's still not great, right? But if you're just doing it because that's like, I guess what I more mean there is there's a difference between artistic and just full on, right? If I go with a preface of I'm drawing naked ladies, right? And then I have a reference that is taking up 75% of the screen of a just pure naked lady, right? Then in the little corner, you've just got my drawing that's going on, and it could be like the worst drawing in the world and not even a lady, it could be something else. You could argue, oh, but it's artistic, right? No, okay? You're literally just showing naked ladies on stream. That's a bit inappropriate in my opinion, right? Or naked men, if you swing that way, right? And that's going to, once again, draw attention, and that's only, I don't have an issue with people drawing attention, but if you're breaking, if you're trying to do stuff that is, you know, like knowingly inappropriate just to do stuff. It's like yeah, the whole all publicity is good publicity. How some people act like morons, and you see a lot of those kick streamers saying highly controversial takes. They say that because it's, you know, it draws attention to them, and then people actually now know them, whether it's for good or bad reason. People still want it, right? Like, you got some people that on stream will act like blithering morons, right? They're not that stupid. Take Speed, right? I don't think Speed, I mean, I don't watch his content, so I wouldn't fucking know too much, but I would assume he's not that much of a moron, right? The way he acts and things he says, I mean, he fucking, like, barks and shit. I don't think he's, like, mentally, you know, I don't think he's got any disabilities. I don't think, he's doing that for a stupid reason. It's just a character that he's come up with, and he's acting that way because it entertains people. That sort of shit, right? He acts stupid, right? Because it's, you know, draws attention. People think he's stupid and they want to treat him as stupid. And they're like, you know, stuff. And it works completely for him, but I would assume that he's not, you know, I would assume he's a completely normal, you know, person and isn't like, I don't think he would act that way out of stream, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm fucking wrong, right? But there's people like that I think do things in order to gain attention. And it fucking works, right? Like, look at how successful he is and stuff. So, which I disagree with some of that, but so you can do things, there's like metas and shit, and I disagree with them, right? Some of them. So I think this is generally fine, right? Like, doing like anatomy and stuff, fucking why not, right? I don't see what's wrong with that. And here's the thing. I don't think this is even like morally wrong. You can't say that this is like stupid and like what is like Twitch's fucking you know, going bad because of this. YouTube already allows this, right? You search up like naked yoga, or like if you search up, for example, you know, nude artistic drawings, right? Or like references on YouTube. Believe me, I know there's like that sort of stuff, because when I'm having to do research, right, for my classes, when you're drawing anatomy, right, and you need shit that changes, you either use a line of art, feel free to search it up, that's great, you know, for reference, or two, there's things on YouTube where it'll be like 30 seconds and it switches to the next and it allows you to do like quick drawings, right, and prove it. And now I don't like drawing, but regardless, the resource is there, and I think it's stupid to act like it's not there. And so this isn't, I don't think that is highly controversial, because you're really allowed to do that on YouTube. It's Twitch that wasn't allowed to do that. I completely disagree with this though, right? I completely disagree with that though. Like, that's a completely different story. Body writing? What's this? The Twitch already allows body art on breasts and buttocks. I think it kind of depends on context, right? I think it's a fucking weird thing to do, and if you're doing that, you're once again doing it for attention, right? I mean, if I was to write, you know, my subs' names on my fucking ass, I don't think anybody would want to see it, but it's obviously gaining more attention than writing it on my arm, or my hand, or my face even. And I don't know. If you're leaving it out, sure. But if you're explicitly doing that just to gain attention, I disagree with that. This, I completely disagree with. You're literally allowed to striptease on stream? I don't even know, dude. Hey, Amy. I'm talking about my opinion on some of these. To summarize, basically, long story short, there was some weird... Basically, Twitch is doing some changes with nudity shit, Some of it I agree with, some of it I disagree with. To summarize what I'm up to, I completely disagree with this, which is, you like to striptease was the first thing. Yeah. Maybe I should hop back onto Twitch then. But no. Basically this, you're allowed to deliberately stream tits, ass, pelvic region, even when fully clothed. Was generally disallowed, but is now allowed. I disagree with that. I think you're doing that to gain attention. Nobody has their fucking... I don't, you know, go like this. Oh, look at me. You know? If I did that for the whole stream, I would think that would be stupid. And I disagree with that. The whole fictionalized that's just drawing NSFW. Honestly. And then drawing NSFW figures and stuff like that, like artistic stuff, I agree with. You can already do that on YouTube. You already probably know that as well. I don't see why that's wrong, because it's fucking artistic, right? There's a difference between artistic and, you know, not artistic. You're just doing that for the sake of gaining attention, which I disagree with. We're drawing tits on stream. Amy, don't. I might have to. No, now it's a yes, yes. Oh, yeah, no, you're not allowed to draw them, Amy. Don't you even think about it. Let's see. Body writing... Strip... Hey! Not happening. Body writing on female presenting breasts or buttocks. Regardless of gender. My opinion on this was, if you're doing exclusively on breasts or buttocks, no. That's obviously just no. But if you're doing it like within reason, it's like if you're writing people's names, right, throughout the whole body, and as soon as you get something on, like, you know, a millimeter onto, like, you know, your pectoral muscle, I think you shouldn't be banned, right? I think that's fine, because, whoopsies, you're gonna go over, and maybe you're just on the whole body, and that's fine, right? But if it's exclusively set to those explicit, you know, regions, just to go, here's my titty followers, or here's my ass followers, or here's my willy followers, I think that's fucking stupid. You know? Let's put it this way, I'm not putting any of my subscribers' names anywhere near on me. Especially in any weird regions. That would be weird. And I think everybody does that is weird. Erotic dances, I completely disagree with. I don't know why you're allowed to striptease on Twitch now. That seems wrong, right? It doesn't seem wrong. It is wrong. I feel like they should completely be wrong. I don't see why that's like relevant, right? What new meta stripteasing? Jeez, I'm not joining that meta. Oh yeah, and here we go. Because I was talking to Philippe about this earlier today. Dude, just... Does it? I don't know at all. I'm gonna be honest. There would be some, though. There's the, yeah. Some of those, like, OnlyFans things probably had it, at least live streaming. I'm fairly sure there's... But I don't know why the fuck it's on Twitch. I don't even think YouTube allows that, so that's kind of a weird region. Anyway, changes to popular dances. Popular dances such as twerking, grinding, pole dancing are now allowed. Here's my take on pole dancing, right? Pole dancing, fully clothed, right? You're wearing, this is regardless, right? This isn't even like a lady thing, right? Like, this is regardless, right? You're a man, you're a lady, you're anything in between, you're anything else, right? Doesn't matter, right? You're fucking, like, you know, wearing, like, Speedos and, like, bikini, and you're dancing on a pole. You're doing that 100%. That is sexual in nature. I don't agree with that. I think that's really weird. It should not be allowed on these sorts of sites. But, I mean, go ahead, do it in your own time, right? Nothing wrong with that. But you cannot tell me that sort of shit. Like, you know, you're like humping a pole, for example, is maybe the move you're doing. How is that allowed, right? I don't know. Same with twerking and grinding. I've always felt extremely uncomfortable twerking. Maybe that's just me. Some people like it, some people don't. For me, it's a weird thing. And just incredibly odd in nature. I mean, what? Nice work, you have a big bum. Good for you, congratulations. Why are you going around showing that? Booty jiggle is weird, indeed. Grinding. I mean, sure. Maybe I'm like angle grinding, right? Maybe, you know, something like that. I see that as completely fine. If you're like, you know, rubbing yourself in weird places. Why? Why is that allowed? But, so, forces... Okay, let me fully read this, though. Previously, some dances were prohibited, others were allowed, with a label. Forcing on dances, regardless of content meant policy prohibited twerking at a wedding. I don't think twerking at a wedding in your own home or in public should be interchangeable, right? If I'm doing... I mean, it's odd, but a bit of an odd example. If I slap you... let's say you're at my house, Amy, and I slapped you. Let's say we were in public and I slapped you, and let's say we were at school, right, and I slapped you. I think the fact of the matter is that I slapped you, and I think that's completely inappropriate, and I don't think that's at all an appropriate thing, and I don't think that should ever happen, right? That's illegal, right? But also just bad, right? It doesn't change it whether whether at my place, we're in public, or, you know, anywhere. You're still slapping somebody. I don't think the matter of where you are changes the fact that twerking is twerking, grinding is grinding, pole dancing is pole dancing, right? I mean, maybe you're not going to be pole dancing in the middle of a public. Maybe you are. That's weird. But I don't think it changes, you know, where this shit is. Pole dancing exercise class. I mean, why the fuck are you streaming a pole dancing exercise class? You're not streaming that for the sake of a non-sexual matter. But I think if you're fully clothed, right, and it's like completely like, you know, you're not in like a bikini, you're wearing like, you know, full on maybe shorts and a t-shirt, or you're wearing like long sleeve and shit. Sure, right? If you're doing it all for fun and it's like an exercise class, sure. But if you're, you know, strip teasing and you're dancing on a pole, go to a fucking strip club at that point, right? Like, you know, why? For example, the policy now takes into context consideration and only prohibits streaming inside of an adult entertainment establishment. So if you do the exact same shit that you would be doing in an adult entertainment establishment, but at home, that's suddenly now allowed. What the fuck, Twitch, right? So, let's go now start doing fucking, prostitution. Let's start doing all that shit. I don't know, man. I mean, do whatever you want in your own time, right? Assuming it's legal, right? But something shouldn't be done on stream that involves 13-year-olds. Okay? And if you think it's morally correct, I think you're a little bit weird, okay? Because that shouldn't be morally correct, right? I don't know. But is that, you know, a controversial opinion? I bloody well hope not. But maybe it is, right? Yeah, so drawn, animated, sculpting sexual body parts regarding of gender, such as doing a nude figure drawing, are allowed with sexual themes label. Yeah, I mean, however, sexualized acts of masturbation remain, which I agree with, right? Like, let's say you're drawing a fucking mermaid, right? Now, how realistic is for every mermaid to have shells on her tits, right? How did they get there in the first place? Maybe she likes it. I don't know. But but let's be real, right? You're a mermaid. I don't know, man. If I was swimming and I put shells on me, I feel like those shells would fall off. So my point being is, yeah, let's say you want to draw a mermaid, I see that being right? But if you're like, I completely agree with this. If it's like sexual acts and shit, then yeah, that's a little bit weird, right? Body painting, as long as the attire requirements are met. The attire requirements are stupid and need to be changed, I believe, because nobody could fucking figure out what was right and what was wrong. Yeah. Some of these changes are weird. Nudity in gaming. We handle nudity in games in two ways. First, games featuring nudity, pornography, sex, sexual violence. Yeah, exactly. They do need it. They do. Sexual violence as a core focus or feature are entirely prohibited. Custom gameplay or visual modifications that include nudity sex content, including uncensored patches and otherwise blood games, are prohibited. What do you mean in two ways? They're both prohibited. That's the exact same regardless. Cyberpunk 6 is apparent. It was not allowed. Are entirely... Yeah. Oh, wait. As a core focus is entirely prohibited. Never mind, I misread it. Well, just misread it. They explained it terribly. I would... Yeah, I mean, I would have read it. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're like me and Yennefer's tits pop up on stream, I don't see anything wrong with that, right? But if you're romancing characters in Baldur's Gate 3, maybe that's a little bit weird, especially when beers are involved. The only other thing that I would be thinking of, by including all this shit, this is probably gonna fuck up some ad shit, right? Like, I feel like some people with their ads are gonna be questioning some of this. I don't necessarily agree with some of that. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Let me save this. No, it's valid. Yeah. Depending how I want to do this. It's fucking teens and adult bodies wanting some teen at some stream. Indeed. Hey. Sometimes, you know, I don't disagree, but sometimes it's a bit weird. I mean, it works. No, but I mean, I'm joking in some of this cases, right, of course, but I mean, all in all, I think this is just stupid what they're doing. Seems straight. Which I find incredibly annoying. Yeah, that's fine. How's your day been, Amy? Just thinking about how I want to go about this. Next part. It's been a little shit, but okay. Mine's been alright. I haven't had too much happen, unfortunately. Just thinking about how I want to go about this. I made a bedside table, I guess. That was about all that's really. Oh fuck! It's doing the blender keybinds. A bedside table, but outside, oh, fuck. Outside of that, not really too much happened. I mean, I'm not gonna go about this too badly, but let's increase this. Increase this. Increase this. And then we can grab this and decrease. Yeah, we have a match. What do you think? Sheesh, looks perfect. Ah, fancy. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. I might be done. Obvious jokes. I'm gonna try something, but I'm not too sure how it will work. Believe in them? Yep. Correct indeed. Faction. 2. 1.5. Evil indeed. Ooh. 1. Okay, so I don't think that's going to fix all my issues, but I'm going to multi-cut that just to stop weird issues. Okay. Beveling won't work too well. I think I know how to do it in Blender, but regardless, it's not an option I have. Do that just to stop any issues. Yeah, I'm going to add, oops. Let's go vertice, and we're going to add some vertices in the middle. And we are going to, therefore, go over here. And we're going to, oops. We're going to add a center thing here. Bring this. Bring. Ah, fuck, of course. Fine. Maybe this is a bad way of doing it. I mean, you could always start with a sphere, right? But maybe this is the right way. I've never really gone about making something like this before, being completely honest. Oh, before anybody fucking mentions, yes, I know this fucking, in guns. I know what this is, right? It's literally just showing me the tries of the in gun, but just thinking about how redeemable some of it is. Yeah. That's pretty good to me. Oops. Let's view this and then we can. Overall size it down. We can increase that. Resize some of these. What's going on here? Ah, oh, for fuck's sake. Wasn't doing both sides. Which was immensely helpful. Oh man, it's not even fucking. Oh, man, sometimes I despise my. Okay, we don't have everything selected. This is just stupid. I don't. I had Kit Kat. These mint chocolate Kit Kats are so good, dude. Eating today. Let's do that. We work these down, guys. We work these down. Here. We can bring that down. Bring these inwards. You know what I mean? If I went like this, right? Now, obviously there's guns and shit, right? That's gonna be fixed. I mean, not half bad. Not half bad. It's not looking great, but obviously you can sort of see the whole idea of everything, right? We're going for something like that. So, next up, we need to fix these. Which is where this is going to be fun. That is an evil thing you sent me, Amy. What is Philippe sending me? Philippe sending me some weird shit. Yeah. There's a couple ways I could go about doing this, but just trying to think about the best one. I mean, target welding would be out of the picture, yes. Yeah, so something like that. Seems like it's gonna be the best way. I mean, it ain't perfect, but it's... I mean, I'm not going for a subdivided look, should I also mention? Let's see. From the back would be nice. Right. Left. Right. That'll be smoother, but obviously not perfect. Yeah, so now we're going to bevel these. Your 0.05, I believe, might be decent. Don't know the fat is causing triangles. Hey, what happened to the turkey, Amy? It's a suspicious looking meow. Zero 0.05. I mean, we're going to... Yeah, I thought I was going down some weird routes. I mean, what would be the better way of doing this, right? Going like this. And just weird smooth. I go 0.5. Oh, no, 0.5. Nope. Hey, well, I mean, target wells. Why, dude? I pressed Q. Called Grok, yeah. Why is this not working? What the fuck? Merge to center. Oh, lovely. Merge. Delete. I mean, I don't need it, right? Merge. Delete. Delete. And then, ow. Oh, man. I was really hoping. Oh, man. For some more. Enter. Bit more. This is looking really goofy. We go about it. Playing some Aster in here, Amy. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow, dude. I have to go to a Christmas dinner. Just playing it, yeah. And it's gonna be like 6 to 8 hours, and no, you know what I mean? Not for me. I can't socialize for that long. Fuck off. Yeah. Oh, the horror. Yes, the horror. I so dislike it. But it's because you fucking sit there, right? Like, the first hour or the first 30 minutes is fine. You can talk to people, you can enjoy it, right? Anything longer than that, what are you doing, right? You're sitting there talking about, you know, diddly shit, penis. I don't understand what's wrong with that. You just sit there, you got really nothing to talk about. You're just kind of sitting there existing. And it's like, there's so much more that... Not me, dude. Not me. Not this guy here. Of course, this ring is fucking... I'm gonna, obviously, turn it to quads or something, but... It's just annoying. How do I want to go about doing this? Bam. Bam. Sweet. Oops. Interesting. it didn't fucking work. Love how inconsistent this is. I finished Firewatch, by the way, Amy. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Okay, now I need to remove some of these stupid in-guns. Should be doing the job just fine. Wait, enjoyed what? What are we talking about? Sorry. Oh, Firewatch, sorry, yeah. Sorry, my mind was just like... Just open my eyes. What did I like the most about it? I don't know, it was pretty chill. It had an entertaining story. I kind of disliked the end. Like, you don't get to, well, obviously spoilers, you don't get to meet Delilah. Shit kind of hits the fan. What's his name died. Rip. Stuff like that. You know, I don't know. To me, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that aspect of things. Like, the ending could have been... like, some people like that, and some people think that's, like, the perfect ending. For me, I didn't really like it as much. It didn't suit it so much for me. Maybe I'm weird for that. Maybe not. But, yeah, I mean, for me, I would have rather done more normal ending in that regard, but I digress. Just feels a little bit weird in how it makes. Sorry, it's just trying to figure out how I want this to go about meeting, but it's just so weird. First things first. Select all these and go mesh display, soften edge. So now it's at least softened. These are guns, of course. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it overall. It was good. Of course, this doesn't select. It was pretty short. I thought it was 5 hours. It was 4. And I obviously didn't finish in the one day, but oops. But I enjoyed it, I believe. Don't know if I necessarily like it, to be honest. I don't like how it meets as well. That's one thing that I'm a little bit annoyed about. Maybe it's fine when I put textures on. Maybe it's weird. I don't know. Regardless, we have more guns here. I hate the clipping of this stupid camera though. I can't be bothered changing it. Just gonna multi. Fuck you, this camera is like really bad. There's one thing about Myers. Who's a camera? It's just ridiculous. I'm going to. Yeah. Look at the clipping. Like, come on. It's not even a big object, right? Like, it's not small either. I can't be bothered fixing the clipping. It's not even small. That fixes that issue. I don't know, I don't really like it, I'm gonna be honest, but... regardless. Let's see. Ah, of course it says I want to select. I want to get Rhythm UV, I'm gonna be honest. Rhythm was actually good. I don't even care. They've kind of sold me, but... but it is what it is, it's not in my price range. Oops. So we can keep that one. Except for these, I'm going to do it fully cut. Cut those. Cut the end as well. Ah, of course it's going to be a pain in my ass. Not go fully around. Cut. We're going to save. We're going to delete a light. We're going to cut in here. I'm gonna see how this looks. Whoa, how did I miss this? UV shell. It's unwrap. It's not looking too bad. There's only one thing that I like about Myers one over the other one is the whole what's it called? Orient shells. I couldn't figure out a way to do that in what's it called? In Thingy, which I found really annoying. Speaking of being really annoying. Let's get this. Sorry, I'm just shove it on the screen because I can. Let's grab these and let's set these sizes. What I'm going to do. I don't like that. I don't think this is going to be great looking, is it? So I mean, I could almost... I mean, here's the thing. You can always go like this and go. So that. That should relieve some stress if I align these correctly. Oops. When aligned well, this can sometimes fix some issues. It's just this here would also need to be straightened. This to work, and then I run into the an issue I'll show you. Why is it interacting so weirdly? Yeah, it fucks up with some shit. Oops. Thanks. Why is this? Oh, I know why. But it fucks up this. It's the issue. So I unfold that and it fucks this one up. So I can resize this and everything, but as soon as I go to touch these, like, it fucks it all. So if I went and grab this edge, for example, I move it, completely fucks it up. Completely resizes this. Then as soon as I touch this, whoa, interesting. As soon as I grab this and do that, it doesn't do anything. It's the most frustrating thing ever. So what I'm gonna do is select these. I'm gonna see if I can cylindrical. No, that's bad. So what I'm gonna do in order to not have to deal with these sorts of issues is think of a better way of trying to unwrap it. So optimize. Um, there's no easy way of doing it, I'm gonna be honest. Just curves it down. I can afford it. It's not wow, but I can afford it. You know what? I can afford it. Yeah, let me remove these. So I'm going to do strips and buy because I have plenty of space that could be better utilized. And this will get it to work, but it's just a shitty way of doing it, so. Let's cut these. Go UV shells. This should work. Yep. Okay. Well, let's see what happens when I set these. So we don't like that. I will keep that the same, but I want these to be bigger. So I might honestly rotate this like that. So we can get this one to be bigger. But technically that's not the best doing it like this, actually, I've found, but for this case it will be. Okay, that's fine. Let's get this. Set these. I'll increase these and then we can... I'll increase these because these are separate, right? So... yeah, texture density is going to be a little bit weird, but... and this I don't want to make any bigger. Here's... yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't like that, but... I don't want the texture density for this to be too much bigger. That's the issue. Okay, dude, this is just a fun project, dude. Just don't like sort of stuff. I'd be intrigued to know how the teachers would get us to do that. So, there's some references which I'm going to use. Something like this, it's nice, so... just want to know how I get those kinds of details. I debate what I want to do in terms of texture resolution. I'll stick with 2K for now, but maybe I'll do 4K later. It's just 4K is not usually what you'd use. You're gonna do a fire, sorry, simulation with your model. I was gonna do like a black one, but I'm not too sure, to be honest. I was thinking about doing that, but then I might want to do some. It would be cool, yeah. It's just if I were yeah. Maybe. We'll see. For this one, no. It's just the way that it would be. The way that I would want to do that. I was looking at reference yesterday, but you weren't there. It would be kind of shriveled. But then having to shrivel it, you'd want to sculpt it, right? Then I kind of don't really have ZBrush at the moment. Just due to this shit. So yeah, that's kind of where I want to. Like if I was trying to go that far, is more what I meant. I would want to go like shriveled and make it look real sick. But then, I mean, yeah, it'd just be a bit of a thing. Control D and HP. Smooth. Blend shapes. I don't know how to do blend shapes in Maya, to be honest. Let me ask, in that tutorial of where when we did blend shapes and shit, that was like a real quick tutorial. Why can I not go any further than that? It's very annoying. So and obviously we won't mess around with that too much this time, so. Oh shit. Hold on a minute, I'll be back. It is pink outside. I'll see if I can get a picture up. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like the way this is coming out. I can make it look visually fine, but, like, the way it kind of is just not great. See. I took a panorama as well, but that doesn't look too great, I'm gonna be honest. Very orangey. Orangey orange. Somebody's making a very odd character. But just the topology is very odd. Once again, the topology, this is very odd, so there's not much that I can say. You know, it's a bit embarrassing. Let's hide that. Why is this smooth? Oh shit, is this not smoothed? Why is this smoothed? Here, hide that. Yeah, that's... Ah! Why can't I click it? Well, I don't want this to... Oh, man. You are going to make me go insane. We're going to go here. Add a multi-cut as far as I can get it. We're going to select this. We're going to click smooth. We're going to hide this. And we're going to be happy. Whatever the fuck's going on. What the fuck is going on here? Why does this keep getting turned on? I'm gonna get infuriated in a minute. How? 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 How does this go? What? How? Oh my lord. Hide you, because I keep fucking merging, which is really frustrating. How do we stop this from going crazy psycho? What? You're shitting me. I hate Maya sometimes, Jesus. That clipping is really killing me. Come on. Hello, Titan Black Stickman. How's it going, Chief? This is so frustrating. I've got vertices and places there should not be vertices. I dislike this model. How's it going? With how's it going, I should say. It's just look, the topology of it is honestly terrible. What did I express? It's going good? That's good to hear, mate. Been up to much or anything, or? Right now we're just, pretty modeling a match, but it is looking sinful. So, that's what I can say, I guess. Not really liking the way that it's looking, but you know what? I think I can fix a lot of it in texture, but I think the issue is, like, I mean, it's fine in how it is, but it's more just the case of, I don't think I would stick it on my portfolio of things, unless I can, I don't know, do something crazy, but, you know what I mean? Like, Control D. I've made much better things, and beautiful sunset, yeah, it's pretty good. But I digress. Oh, I hate the clipping. I ought to change it. I don't understand how it can have the most horrendous clipping. I wish there was an easy way to change it without having to go into all the settings as well. Because I hate going into these settings. Just to change it. Do that so it doesn't go too crazy. And it should look like this. Maybe I don't need that. I need that. But maybe we go add one there. Like that, so select it and smooth it. That's bad. I mean, what am I doing? Doesn't like this, but it has to be here. Maybe I go like this and bring these in. And that kind of has to be the case. Yeah, that'll do. Let's smooth this. Hey, laughing emoji. This is a bit cursed. I will be the first person to admit it, but what is going on with this? Why is it, yeah. Some of this is just weird. Okay, let me not do it like that. It's, if I want to go about doing this. Fuck. Let's Control Z that as no-go. Let's do this a smart way, okay? Oh my god, I'm going to go this close to going insane. How do I fix a stupid camera? Like, why? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It just makes me go insane. Why does it move so much? Do I need one? That's even worse. Alright, have a good one, Chief. Thanks for popping by. It doesn't get better. Like, yeah, the clipping is better, but the scrolling is not better. Oh, this is why I despise using Maya sometimes. When I say, you know, sometimes you should just use fancy shots, Amy. When I say that sometimes it's just better to use Blender, I am going insane here, so... Sure, you can maybe fix it, but... I mean, should I really have to fix a feature that I would argue it should be pretty integral? No. Okay, let's delete that. Let's shift delete. No, control delete. So we're not having vertices. We are going to bevel this. We're going to increase that. She'll bevel that. We don't need to bevel those. We will smooth this. I just gotta multi-cut. Just sinful as fuck, but it works, okay? I don't care if as long as it works and isn't... Oh, the insanity! Why did it turn... Oh, man. I don't think you guys understand, man. The software is dog shit. There we go. I don't like having to fucking orient myself like a mile away from the object. I mean, honestly. Press focus and it teleport me to the wrong fucking place as well. So frustrating. So very frustrating. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how Substance goes. If not, I'm fucking eating streams early because I'm just not in a great mood. Yeah. I don't want to be in a shit mood while I stream. You know? Appears, how's it going, player? How you doing, man? How have you been? It's gonna make me go insane. There's a better way of doing this. Yeah, you could soft select, but the soft selection is a little bit iffy. Shit. What am I? Yeah, should be right. Might have smoothed it a little bit. Oh, no. I mean, honestly speaking, there's I don't care at this point. No, I'm ending this project. I'm gonna get annoyed. I don't like it. It's bad. I'm just thinking, if I want to do it, I want to redo it because it's just so bad. It's bad, it's causing me issues, and I'm not enjoying it. And I think the key thing here is I need to be enjoying it. Let's see. There's games that I want to play, but I don't really want to stream. It's 9:30 now. I honestly might end stream early, I'm going to be honest. I'm slightly annoyed by just issues with Maya and the stupid thing that I was doing. Retrospect, I would model that completely differently, and I probably would do a... I think when I redo it, I'm just going to start from the start. I'm going to do a sphere, I think. I don't know. The key thing here is this is significantly different to that, and it's kind of making it really tricky for me to determine. This is very smooth, this is round, and it's like a separate object, right? So I'd probably go, whereas this is similar to what I was doing. I just like how the references are so kind of vastly different. But even then, it was still wrong. Yeah. So, I'm gonna redo it some other point off stream when I can just focus and get shit done. And in regards to stream, I'm just gonna end because I'm not in a good headspace. And I don't have any games that I really want to play on stream, I'm gonna be honest. I would play some more Forza, but I only ever play Forza, and I don't like that. Right? I want to play some more other games that I haven't played in a while, like Witcher, some Red Dead, stuff like that. So that's a bit disappointing. Like I could stream it, but I don't want to be fucking just speak nothing, talk nothing. But I always like, because those are pretty story heavy, I like to pay attention to that, so I don't want to be talking too much. And then, yeah, so that's a bit frustrating, a bit annoying. I mean, I could stream Forza, but I don't like just streaming Forza. I'm not, you know, Forza's fun, but it gets too repetitive, and I don't want people to watch my streams just for Forza, right? Because I know for a fact in not too long it's going to be a click of the fingers and I'm going to stop playing Forza. So, yeah, I will end stream now. I might play something. I'm not too sure, but it's late and I got shit to do. Tomorrow. And I need to be awake for it if I'm dealing with all these people. With having a busy day tomorrow, I need to be awake because otherwise I'm just gonna be in a shit mood as well tomorrow. I have a bit of a stressful last bit of the week, to be honest. I want to get more stuff done today, but honestly it's just been a bit anticlimactic. I've spent too much time doing shit. Got a bunch of new bookcase shit and stuff, and oh, that stuff. I'll tell you now, that shit was a pain in my ass. The way that they wanted it to be made, the instruction sheet was horrid. It was pretty fucking bad, and it was not fun. Like, a lot of the screws were like struggling to screw in, and it was just a bit of a shitter. So yeah, I will end stream because nobody wants to hear me complain. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, and we'll catch you next time. Maybe I do some GeoGen in the weekend. I was hoping to do some today. Didn't get around to it because the long walk and the whole putting up stuff, which took like genuinely like 2 to 3 hours. Have a good one, Chief. And GeoGen, I want to stream. Not stream, I want to record some videos with it, but I don't know if I'm going to have the time. I'm going to be honest. I am busy for pretty much all of tomorrow, so don't expect anything tomorrow. I need to have a basis, and unfortunately I've got some plans for Sunday as well. and so maybe next week. But next week's my final week of work, so I don't know if I'm going to be quite busy with work or not. I know that one day's going to be busy because we're going to have containers. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll see how the weekend goes. We'll see if I have spare time, which I highly doubt. Maybe I stream again, but you know, I've just been tired, not getting enough sleep, and I've been busy. So yeah, I want to be a bit better before I stream. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you next time. See you later. Thank you for popping by. See you.